we're going to try and make some serious progress today. Get out of the doldrums of Ul'dah. Do be an envoy. They're totally romancing over there. Maybe make a retainer. Join a free company. All that good stuff. So here she is, the babby. Part 1 is also on YouTube if you missed the absolute nightmare fuel that is me trying to figure out what the heck I was doing again. Anywho, off we go. I hope we're all well. No worries, Fan. No pressure. Where am I going? I've gone the wrong way. We're off to a great start. It is very warm here today. Even though it's cloudy, it is quite muggy. I don't like muggy. It doesn't do muggy very well, to be honest. It's not really a weather I'm comfortable with. Greetings, madam. This is the account of a passengers traveling to Gridania. Wait, aren't you that famous adventurer? It's Lunar Arcanist, isn't it? I thought I recognized you. You are an inspiration to us all, madam. Highwind Skyways is at your disposal. Will you be traveling with us today? I'm going on an airship, Mum. 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 I'm going for a ride. Let's go. Flying. Woo. Attention all passengers. The airship bound for Gridania is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. She has no idea the horrors in store for her. I always feel like the airships are a death trap waiting to happen. In my opinion, anyway. Who knows? Oh, God. Mother. Mother. Good fortune to you, Luna. The day'll come when your name is the same as arrow to the folk of this realm. May ye walk in the light of the crystal. Hi, Grizz. How are you? Oh, God. Castrum Occidens. I'm good.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Agrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest.
It does, but at least Midgard Zormer looks badass.
Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods.
I can't stand his ARR voice. I'm so sorry to any fans.
Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet, it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
That is actually an awesome fact. So, to quote Fen, fun fact, airships in the Black Shroud are in fact a death trap combo. The Black Shroud is covered with horrible crosswinds that just above the tree line, so any airships flying through them have to take specific paths, except the Ixol, who are just that good at building them. Probably does also help that they worship Lady Garuda as well, I imagine.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balzar.
This bitch in the middle. Oh lord, he transporting.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus' plan.
This bitch.
My lord!
The world's weirdest duck.
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Can I call you daddy?
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess. And do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland, soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
He's just so desperate to kiss a certain character. Yes, I will be making tons of those jokes later. We're in Gridania. Banquet Riange forever. Agreed. The dads. Ah, you must be the envoy from Limsa Lominsa. Welcome to Gridania, madam. The Elder Seeds here await your arrival. Take me away. Greetings, good madam. You are the Laminson envoy, are you not? I have received instructions to assist you. Pray make your way into the city proper and identify yourself to the conjurer at Nofika's altar. She will admit you to the lotus stand where the Elder Seedseer awaits. Heck yeah, Hantanos! I have seen their trust outfits, yep. I wish I had the patience to level the trust, but I really just don't most of the... Oh, I have a smear on my glasses. It's like they're just subtly feeding us what we want. Hi, Mother Mion. That's fair, that's fair. While I am fed up of Gridania, it is one of my favourite cities visually. Let's go grab some teleport points while we're here. Oh my god. That's a Sora costume. That is awesome. That's so cool! What? Shout out to Naxu! That is amazing! I love that. Oh my god. Oh yeah, my parasol. You know what? I actually am going to send them a little whisper. Okay. Aw, they said thank you. It's just when you spot something that, and you know there's a lot of work that's been put into making that look exactly as it does. Where are we going? There aren't any crystals besides the main one here. No. Papaya. Papaya, papaya, papaya. Can you hear the enthusiasm in my voice? Oh, that's cute. I like those colours. I really love, like, when you see, like, a character and you see a name, like, things like Temptress and Alavinia and stuff like that. And then there's always that one person called Jim. I love it. Just Jim. Yo. Shout out to Jim, honestly. Oh, I should have had, like... I should have done some better warm-ups before I started streaming. My throat feels a bit croaky. I don't know why it feels croaky. I feel fine. I'm just croaky. Whoa! I just did a double dive. I tore the shit off of it. I love it. Omni slash it. What, my croaky throat? Giant fucking albino. I love it though. He has to have someone who's playing Eorzea. I'll be so disappointed. This is the slightly unfun part of a new city, is Grabbing all the waypoints. And that is only topped by getting all the flying currents from Heavensward onwards. Ah. Run, 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 run. Sprint, Luna! Work them yams. And boop. And then we turn around. She's so horribly mismatched. I love it. Like, look at her little, like, bright red tights. My god, girl. See, that's where I'm going to start being, like, really fidgety, is when I get to a point where I have enough gil and I have everything to start doing transmogs, glams. Outfits. Like, I'm going to interchange between that and WoW language. Just bear with me, okay? Oh, there it is. Alright, let's get out of the way. Hatching tide is upon us once more. I hope the season finds you in excellent fettle. My name is Julie Aliapo, and I lead this annual celebration. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. May I ask your name? Meow. Well, Luna, I hope this is the beginning of a firm friendship. While I have your attention, allow me to expand upon the nature of this year's festivities. Hatching Tide has its origins in the days before the 7th Umbral Calamity, when 12 sages of an era past appeared before me in a startling vision. I had been visited by such dreams ever since, and this year was no exception. I saw a giant mass of eggs, as vivid as those before you now, borne aloft unto the heavens. Making dreams manifest has never failed to lend wonder to Hatching Tide before, so needless to say I intend to bring my latest vision to life. Speaking of which, the eggs I commissioned ought to have arrived any moment now. Oh, Jilly, it's a disaster. The cart toppled over en route. Thankfully, the driver was unscathed, but can't say the same for the eggs. Heavens, I'm glad to hear the poor driver was unharmed, but without the eggs, how are we to breathe life into my dream? Don't worry, I'll simply fashion some more eggs myself. Though to create the quantity required will take time, and we're already facing at least a minor delay at this point. If only I could assign someone to help you. Alas, the other dreamers are busy enough as it is, and I must see some schedule alterations myself. Aye, I'm here. But wait, Luna! Can't you be willing to lend a hand? It's a pleasure to meet you, adventurer. I do hope you'll consider helping us get Hatching Tide back on track. Nod. Thank you! The first order of business will be procuring more of the necessary egg supplies from the merchant. Our supplier should be in the market. He's a burly fellow, so he won't be difficult to spot. If you're only happy there's enough stock. Eggs. I heard you like an egg in these trying times. Ooh, very swanky. Julie isn't. The Alipos are indeed a very interesting bunch of girls, aren't they? But I think that's why we love them. Anyone haven't captured this that one yet? I think that's the only one I still need. I had a golden crisp Kit Kat today, and it was very nice. It's a lovely, like, crunchy caramel taste. Ah, you're the dreamer who was here before, aren't you? Alright, old miss, to be sure. Afraid I'm all out of supplies you need, though. Oh, is there really nothing you can do for us? Well, I do have some tatty old odds and ends, surplus wares that might be of use if you want them. They're all yours. That accent is so all over the place. It's like we're going from one way to the other. Listen, I'm not a professional voice actor, okay? Might not be exactly what you needed, but I'm sure you can cobble something together with these. The storage fees are eating into me I mean, I'd rather see him put to good use. When I ordered the initial batch of supplies, I remember thinking what a kind fellow he was. He certainly proved me right. Any road, we'd better take stock of what he's given us. Let's see. This lever looks durable. We have some metal springs and rings that could do for a mechanism of some sort. And these lengths of timber could be cut down to a more portable size. I think these herbs and resins are used to concoct water-repellent alchemical solutions. I've never tried it myself, but there's a first time for everything. Besides that, there are plenty of bits and bobs. We should have no trouble when it comes to decoration. I mean, I like her attitude, at the very least. Unfortunately, we won't be able to recreate the eggs Jilly saw in her dream with these. We could make something far easier to get off the ground, though. Souls. The trick will be making them look eggier now. The shell makes the egg, as they say. Did they say that? Anyway, we should paint them. You're right! With such festive patterns on the outer canopy and a convincingly eggy structure, the parasols might just make for a worthy replacement. Parasols are a sight more fiddly than your standard egg, though. With just the two of us, production will take far too long. So we need to enlist further help, just as I did with you. Fortunately, the guild artisans should be less likely to balk at the request for parasol parts than a rush order for myriad eggs, particularly if we supply the materials. Let us first pay a visit to the Leather Workers Guild. I'm sure they'll be able to transform our leather into something fit for a canopy. I like how Luna's response is just nod. Ooh, that's a cool little outfit. VOD! Leather Working Guild is this way! Meow. Did I run past? No. It's right there. Good lord. You must be the adventurer assistant Nonota spoke of. Just informing me of your plight. Many of our apprentices are looking forward to the Hatching Tide celebrations. You shall have the guild's aid. Although I'm afraid we lack some of the resources needed to work your leather into parasol canopies. The material is water resistant to a degree, but nevertheless porous. Untreated, it will degrade over time and begin to rot, but our stock of coating is perilously low at the moment. If it's a water repellent you're after, then say no more. We just happen to have the necessary ingredients, so I can see to its preparation. In the meantime, would you take this timber over to the Carpenters Guild and request that they craft the parasol frame? We can meet up by the Black Rabbit Trader's stall anon. And there she goes. That's a wall. That's also... Nope, that's a door. Oh, dear. Where was I going in? Oh, yeah. Let's go see Beaten. Oh, Lord, he Beaten. Oh, yeah, I didn't grab the Archer's Guild as well. That's fine. Whee! Oh, gotta, for my friend Tash, gotta pay our respects to Oswald. If you have your level working co-carpenter, they both go, couldn't you make this? Oh, right, deadlines. Yeah, we'll help, lol. I like that. That's cute. That's like a little nice cute touch. It's like I'm amazing, ain't that amazing? It's beaten. 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 Why are you standing there like a frightened school child? You need something to speak. Hi, sir. And you would have us undertake this task with how little time left until hatching tide? Oh, very well. The younglings in the acorn orchard await the festivities. For their sake, no effort will be spared in the parasol's preparations. We shall commence work right away. Let your associates know that the Carpenters Guild has the matter in hand. He is great, though. Like, one of my favorite, doodad leaders. Doodah, doodah. I can speak. What are you talking about? I trust everything went well at the Carpenters Guild. I've just placed an order for the alchemical solution and a few other things besides. The next step will be to piece all the parts together into a prototype parasol. I'll bring the prototype over to Jilly once we're finished. You can go ahead and wait with her. Oh, hang on a second. Sorry. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Apologies, I had to sort something out for a quick second there. There's so many meows. Ooh. That guy looks cool. Anyway. Scoot your little booty, Luna. We need all those Aethrytes. Oh, God. I just realized I could have just used the Aethryte and gone to meet with Jilly, but you know what? We're just gonna go for a jog. We're just gonna go for a jog. Take in the scenery, you know? Oh, that's cool! He's just like Barrett from 7. Fire. Welcome back, Luna. You'll be pleased to hear that I've adjusted the schedule to accommodate our little mishap, and all is set to proceed. How fare the eggs? We're making parasols instead. Substituting parasols for eggs? What a wonderful idea. I can hardly wait to see what Nanata cooks up for the prototype. Though wait we must. Noodles will surely be along any moment now. Sorry to keep you both waiting. Allow me to present you with the very first Archon Egg Parasol. What a fine example of ingenuity. It's magnificent. I'm so glad you approve. Or with your blessing, I'll begin producing more to distribute. In the meantime, we find ourselves at a loose end. We cannot let an Anotta outstrip us in Hatching Tide's spirit. There must be more we can do. Let's show off your parasol. Oh, but of course! We want to promote our newest addition to the festivities. If we tell even a few Gridanians that these gorgeous accoutrements will be available to those who celebrate with us, word will spread of its own accord. With that in mind, I shall keep mine unfurled and on display. Use your adventurer's instinct to identify those most in need of egg-themed accessories. Hello, Mop. How are you? The market is always busy. Let us look for potential celebrants there. Let's go. I'm doing good. My voice is a tiny bit crunchy today for some reason, which I do apologize for. Okay, it's good you guys can't quite hear it because I can feel it when I talk and it's like, oh. We dreamers are responsible for all the decorations you see throughout the city. Take that basket over there, for instance. I came up with the idea and the Notta worked her magic to create the final product. There's Barrett again. Heck yeah, we don't want anyone with sore throats or anything. Good health. It's lovely weather. I say, madam, you must tell me where I might acquire a resplendent parasol like unto your own. At our Hatching Tide event, of course. How about it? Will you join us at the amphitheater? I'd be delighted. As a true connoisseur of eggs, both decorative and edible, I attend annually in hopes of glimpsing ovoid perfection, and this parasol surpasses my every imagining. Such elegance, such egginess. I hate that word, ovoid. I don't know why. I know it's a legitimate word, but I hate it. But this man, he needs an egg in this trying time. To be an egg appreciator. Oh, I really wanted an omelette today, but I didn't quite have the motivation to make it. Oh, it's a cute outfit. Why, that parasol's an absolute delight. It's not often you see that level of craftsmanship paired with such decorative flair. This might be the finest egg-inspired apparel I've ever seen. MSQ is responsible for this masterpiece. The Leatherworkers Guild, the Carpenters Guild, Black Rabbit Traders, and our Dreamers all had their parts to play. And if you join us in celebrating Hatching Tide, you can receive one just like it. I should have known that the guild's artisans were involved. If it means getting my hand on a parasol, I'd be more than happy to take part in the festivities. Egg. Heavens above, is that adorable parasol fashioned after an Archon egg? Exquisite, isn't it? If you join us at the amphitheater, you'll receive one just like it. For years I've searched for a parasol as darling as an egg, getting sunburned and soaked by turns, and you offer me one free of charge. 'Tis a Hatching Tide miracle. Everyone's really jazzed about these parasols. I expect those free will tell all and sundry about our parasols. Our work here is done. They are just psyched about parasols, guys. And eggs. Well, that went rather swimmingly. You clearly have an eye for egg connoisseurs. I shall go and see how many attendees are gathered at the amphitheater. Feel free to join us when you have a moment. Away we go. Front. Good feeling. If my throat does get a bit, like, rough in, like, the next... whatever, we'll get as far as we can, then we can just switch games. It won't be Deltarune, because that's just as bad. It'll be Eternal Darkness. Look, Luna, isn't the sight of those parasols simply marvelous? Feels like a cult, to be honest. Join us. Exhale aloft, just as in my dream. Hooray! We did it, Jilly! We certainly did. Shall we officially declare this hatching tide a success? Hold that thought. You've yet to see the half of it. Miss Cinta, I'm not quite sure I follow. Quite a few of my customers asked about your parasols. More than can comfortably gather here. Nevertheless, I took the liberty of handing out stock to those who came inquiring. With how many left my stall with a smile on their face and a parasol in hand, the whole city is awash in floating eggs. And that's incredible! To think the parasols are bringing joy even beyond our celebration. Wait, Jilly, they're one and the same, aren't they? The celebration has spread across the city, borne by a great mass of floating eggs. You're right! I was intent on gathering people here, but the eggs in my dream were far too numerous to contain in one place. They were always meant to be seen far and wide. That our original plans met with misfortune was a blessing in disguise, for we've touched the hearts of many people than I've dared to imagine. There's no doubt in my mind this will go down as a hatching tide to remember. Black Rabbit traders shall continue distributing parasols to those who ask. They may be free of charge, but they're drawing business in spades. Nanada told me how to assemble them so I can prepare as many as necessary. Hey, teamwork. Truly, where would we be without your ingenuity, Nanota? I couldn't have done it without our able adventurer. Ah, that reminds me. I have something for you, Luna. That's the very second parasol I ever made. After Jilly's, of course. I thought it was fitting that you receive it. Nod. You okay there, Fen? With eggs aloft across the city, all that's left is to enjoy the festivities. Your work may have finished, Luna, but hatching time certainly hasn't. Ooh, that sucks. Damn it, Chloe! Why would you do this to us? How do we equip fashion? There we are. I have my little parasol now. That was not the button I was meant to press, but there we go. Where was I going again? Oh yeah, this way. I mean, it is very cute, don't get me wrong. No way! now we have all the teleport points. Lovely. Oh, look at that Luna. Aww. And Lola feels super cute. You're the Laminson Envoy. Begging your pardons, madam, but might I inspect the missive you bear? Do you not see my fabulous umbrella? Fine. Verily, this is the seal of the Admiral of Limsa Laminsa. Please come with me. He's not very silent, is he? Hello.
So you are the Laminson Envoy. And an adventurer besides. The realm owes much to you and yours. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Khan-e Senna, Elder Seedseer of Gridania, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Admiral.
A remembrance, servants, for the fallen of Cartano. To think that 5 years have already come and gone. It seems like only yesterday that the Garlean Empire attempted to seize all that we hold dear. Rising in resistance, the city-states of Eorzea formed the Grand Companies and joined hands in alliance. Unbeknownst to us, the Garleans sought not to best us in battle, but moved instead to enact a terrible plot, the Meteor Project, by which the lesser moon, Dalamud, would be torn down from the heavens to annihilate all life below. In a desperate bid to save the realm from certain destruction, our forces marched for the Cartano Flats, and there met the 7th Imperial Legion. More bloody a battle I have never seen, and would never wish to see again. Yet the carnage was but a prelude to the atrocity which followed. For despite our best efforts, Dalamud continued its descent, and from it emerged the Elder Primal Bahamut, who proceeded to rain fire upon Eorzea. The 7th Imperial Legion was consumed in the blinking of an eye, while our own forces fared little better. That any among us was spared defies explanation. All seemed sure to perish. As the flames converged upon us, I prepared myself for death, only for a brilliant light to envelop me, relieving me of my senses. When at last I awoke, Bahamut was gone, and the land, which had but moments before been aflame, now seemed to me a place unknown. Not simply ruined, but changed. Archon Louis Soir may as well have been able to shed light upon these mysteries, but he, like so many, never returned from Cartano. And so we were left with countless questions and no prospect of an answer, yet such matters did not long occupy our thoughts, for we had far graver concerns. The calamity, as the devastation wrought by Bahamut had come to be known, laid our nations nigh to waste, and to this day we struggle to rebuild our lives and homes. Compound matters, the beast tribes continue to summon their primals, while the Empire encroaches upon our borders, consolidating its foothold in Eorzea. The outlook, in short, is bleak. In the wake of the calamity, it has been all each nation could do to nurse its own wounds. Yet if we are to weather the coming storm, we must needs stand united once more. A remembrance service may well present an opportunity to rekindle the spirit of unity, which first gave rise to the Alliance. I wholeheartedly approve of the Admiral's proposal. The necessary provisions shall be made for service here in Gridania. I want her jacket so bad. You have done the people of Eorzea a fine service this day, and I would not put you to further trouble. I shall see that my reply reaches the Admiral anon. You, meanwhile, are bound next for Ul'dah, are you not? Please send the Flame General my regards. And if you'd be so kind, I should appreciate if you'd inform him that a pet of mine has been ill-behaved of late. My wolf, to be precise. Nevertheless, he must be brought to heel, and I very much welcome the General's counsel on how this might be achieved. I thank you for coming. May the 12 see you safe to Ul'dah and beyond. I forget what she's referencing with that statement. Oh, hello! We have a Midia! We have a Fen! And now I must away! Tiny dragon? Where's the tiny dragon? Oh yeah, tiny dragon. I think if I was to race change Luna, I told her in this playthrough, it'd probably be an Aura. Keep her small, but with scales. Well, she looked cute as an Aura, especially as Zayla. Greetings, madam. This is the count of a passengers travelling to Ul'dah. Oh, are you not Lunar Arcanist, the Lemons Envoy? On behalf of all its Highwind Skyways, may I say what an honour it is to serve you? Will you be flying with us today? Yes. Yes. Oh wait, I didn't realise there was emotes. Hang on. I just clocked that. Rain check. That is really well animated. What the hell? There we go. Look at this classy little lady, huh? Cute. I love it. Away we go. Oh, excuse me. She's so ready. Ah, you must be the envoy from Limsa Laminsa. Welcome to Ul'dah, madam. The Flame General awaits your arrival. I found a really nifty little channel. It's related to WoW rather than 14, but it's a little YouTube channel, and every day he posts a fact about WoW. And there's some I watched that actually revealed pets I didn't even know existed. And I was like, oh, this is a rabbit hole I'm going to fall down. I think he's on like 256 days. Something like that. Welcome to Ul'dah, madam. We've been expecting you. Flame General Robin will receive you in the Fragrant Chamber. Please take the lift down to the Hustings Strip and speak with Bartholomew at the Royal Promenade. Raban, why did I say his name weird? I said his name weird. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Daddy Raban. I said your name weird. Okay. Time to gather some more waypoints. The fun part. Papaya. Papaya. Already read that enough times to count. This way first. So I'm probably, if we're talking about the Grand Companies joining, I'm actually probably going to join the Flames like I did on my previous run. Because there is an outfit I want to grind for eventually that's very pretty. I'm curious, what's everyone's favourite city in the game? Let us just be the first starting free. It can be any of the cities we've been to. Obviously, I suppose be somewhat mindful of spoilers if they're like a spoilery city, question mark? I'm quite fond of Kugane. Kugane is one of my favorite cities. I have a house there and everything on my main. Beachfront property as well. And then our FC house is in Preface, I believe. Nishgard. Yeah, I forgot there's like a weird burial chamber here for some reason. Bunny boy. Bunny. 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 Run, Luna. Oh, that man just vanished into the ether. Oh my god. Wake up, Luna. There we go. Be gone, bot. Okay, we go this way. Conniving ne'er-do-well. Oh, do you know, I had the absolute hankering today, and I've been ignoring it because I want to try and be good today. Fried chicken. Just super crunchy skin. Just tender meat. Mailed hunks of it. Just delicious. Should learn how to make my own, really, like, healthy version of it, I suppose. It's doable. Up here. Oh, God. Getting to that time of year now where I'm going to be purveying all the shops for, like, different ice creams and ice creams that are unusual. What it must be like living in Ul'dah? designed? I would assume the way the architecture is designed, particularly with the stone and choice, would be designed to keep the heat out. So it must be lovely and cool throughout this whole place. Whereas Gridania, I imagine they'd have to account for things like, you know, the weather and the fact that, you know... I mean, Limsa would probably be one of the worst, because you have all the salt spray from the sea, and that can actually damage things quite easily. Salt on the wind and such. I'm probably talking out of my arse. Who knows? Who cares? I'm having a grand old time. Which one did I miss? I've missed a gladiator and the miners guild. What the flip are those? Goldsmith. Weavers. Oh, pooey. Okay. Hello, Okano. Yeah, for some reason the brain today really wanted to stream a bit earlier. Don't ask me why, I don't know either. Oh no! I did misread that though, Fen, because I didn't see the word bed. So all I read was just had to sew all my dang dog back together, and I was like, what? I was very confused for like a split second. Oh no! Where the flip is the Miners Guild? There's the Miners Guild. Oh, baby, no! I mean, to be fair, from owning multiple cats, it was not uncommon to find random claws just lying around. Claws, whiskers. You just stumble on them. There we go. What's that noise? Oh! I was like, why can I hear like a stone noise? It's these little guys back here, like, going through the, sifting through the rocks. Never noticed that audio before. Weird. Bartholomew. I'm on my way. Boo. The Minson Envoy, I presume. Would you be so good as to allow me to inspect the missive you bear, madam? My thanks. Here you go, dude. Ah, yes, the Admiral's seal. Please proceed.
Ah, a guest from Limsa. I thought I smelled stale ale. I won't hold it against you. If you're half the warrior Merlvib says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead Sahagin. Welcome to the Sultanate of Ul'dah. I am Rauban al-Din, General of the Immortal Flames. But you did not come all this way to trade formalities.
Cartano. Aye, I remember bloody Cartano. Do you know what happened that day, adventurer, when we took the field against the Garleans? So my counterparts have educated you. Carne's pet is giving her trouble, is it? Or she should already know my mind on that subject. Wolves are beyond taming. It's a matter of time before they bare their teeth. So if it was with the Garleans 50 years ago, no sooner had they learned how to use Magitek that they began seizing territory from their neighbors. Led by then Legatus Solus Zolsgalvus, they swiftly brought the other nations of Ilsbad to heel, and so the Legatus became an emperor, and his republic an empire. An empire which then set its sights upon Eorzea. But the conquering emperor is now an old man of 80 winters. His health is failing, and he has no clear successor. Like as not, this is why the Garleans have been quiet of late. But the 14th Imperial Legion is still entrenched within our borders. And the commander, Legatus Gaius van Balser, has long harboured ambitions of conquest. Were he to strike now, I fear would fall like so many others before us. And not only Ul'dah, but Gridania and Limsa as well. But the calamity brought a lot of us to our knees, and we've yet to get up. We barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals they mean to summon. We are a realm-divided adventurer, an alliance in name only. But the wolf cares not for the plight of its prey. The Garlean stir and the elder Seedseer will not let it go unnoticed. All our concerns pale in comparison to the Empire, even the beast tribes and their bloody primals. We must stand united once more, that much is clear. And if we're to do so, we must remember the cause which that brought us together. Mavib will have her memorial. I can never pronounce her bloody name. We will honour the memory of the fallen. We will remind the people what their brothers and sisters fought and died for. Mawib. Shall I inform the Sultana and the Syndicate? I will speak with her grace myself. Very good, sir. The Admiral will have my reply anon. My thanks to you, adventurer. Yeah. You can now make ship... Let's change our pet. Let's change our pet, shall we? Minyang. Why don't we have a mini airship following us? Okay. Excuse me. Oh, my Lady Envoy, I trust your stay in the Sultanate has been pleasant. Now, if you don't mind my asking, do you perchance have plans to visit Limsa in the near future? I just said Limsa. If so, I have information that may be of interest to you. I once accompanied the Flame General on an official visit to the seaside city-state, during which time I became acquainted with Badaron, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench. Well, the man sent word just now that he has a job for a capable adventurer. I can think of none with better credentials than you. Badaron would doubtless be pleased with you to offer him your services. Alright. Away we go. Mew. A little big stretch. Eh. Ma! Like, are you okay, sis? Hee hee. Welcome to the Drowning Wench. Sit wherever you like, lass. I'll be with you in a... Well, if it ain't the one and only Arcanist. I was told a distinguished venturer might be reporting for duty. How's the adventure being you, eh? I see you're fairly warned, though. This ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleeding airy. But if you think you're still interested, let me know and I'll fill you in on the details. I'm going to take the coin for a reason. I thank you for taking the time to help me out. I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it some suspicion-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of the Sastasha Sea Grot, and I need a trustworthy sort to end north of Aleport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Don't sound like much I know. But since that nasty business over in Swiftperch, folks been a bit uneasy. Well, I say a bit. Just all they can do is not to soil themselves every time the bloody floorboards creak. If you permit me, Master Badaran, I should be happy to elaborate. Well, if it ain't the Chief Yellow Jacket himself. What do I owe this rare honour, Commodore Rayner? Want to make sure me patrons are behaving, or just thirsty? Neither. In fact, I came to welcome Luna back to Limsa Laminsa. It is well you have returned. Over the course of the past moon, there's been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Aleport, in the vicinity of the Isle of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Sastasha Sea Grot included. Their search revealed little, save that a family of Corals have taken up residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Sastasha again. But with the Sahagin testing our defences daily, I am loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal, a line as stretched as it is. Whilst I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead, any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. That is settled. Sastasha is located in western Lanoska. Blech. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Vemelpa. She can be found at the ferry docks on the lower decks. You heard the man. Good luck to you, lass. Oh, before we do that, we're going to do something else real quick. I should be able to do it now. Well, well. The mantle of adventure does not drape so awkwardly from your shoulders as it once did. But while questing alone certainly brings its own rewards, you aren't truly adventured until you've delved into some darkened dungeons, stalwart comrades at your side. Ancient ruins, echoing caverns, and all manner of deadly places lay hidden across the realm, and these are best conquered in the company of trustworthy allies, and such advice holds true for many a formidable foe that would crush a solitary adventurer. How one fights in a party, however, is often drastically different from how one fights alone. Thus did we construct the Hall of the Novice, where we endeavour to prepare you for those differences. The hall can be found just north of Aleport, in western Lanoska, and within its walls we offer burgeoning heroes a bevy of training exercises. Step into the flames, my friend, and forge the skills you shall need for the morrow. Hall of the Novice membership granted. I am prepared for the Hall of the Novice. You know, I actually haven't done the DPS one in so long. I only really know the healer one. So the reason we are doing this, for those who have never played 14, is you get a free set of gear that will last you until like 25, I think? 30-ish almost? It lasts you for quite a long time. I am ready. I didn't think it was a 50 version. Huh. Do you get gear from doing that one? XP ring upgrade. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm probably gonna need that for Astrologian. You like the little carbuncle wall too? He just walks in like, hey. Ah! We're doing that slight casting, sort of. Give me my free stick. Yeah, I did not realize that was a thing. That is new to me. Blah, blah, blah. Speaking of survival, perfect. Look, I'm all for reading most of the dialogue. That one I don't really care to read. It is just literally about dodging stuff. Go. Whee! Oh, do you know, I haven't had a ring pop in years now, I think about it. That was... Hurry up! Stop speaking. I don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Go! Let me get my free stuff. Very true, Fen. Carbuncle just vibing. Haha! I'm just that good. Booties. Me. I wish you could like just click it and go be like, are you aware that I know what I'm doing? Because I know what I'm doing. I have very much confidence in my abilities. Go. Get me in. Scoot. Zip zap zoop. Easy peasy. Why am I yawning? God. This is so much fun. I bet you're all having fun. Just like, it takes a little bit of time, but like I said, it's worth it because you get a good little outfit and you get the XP ring, which is very handy. B. Yeah, it is cool when they incorporate like the older games in some way. That was easy. I'm just that good. Oh my god. I wish I had a nice coffee right now. That'd be nice. About 4 shots of espresso in it or something. God, I forgot there's like 7 of these for DPS for some reason. Leggies. Wee! Wee! He's not like he's Spain and I'm just like, woo! Woo! The thing is, I agree with that they should have added it because I remember like before that, I watched people with certain markers and it'd be like, where are you going? And then you'd have to sit in there and think, have they ever seen that before? It's just like the first MMO. Yeah, I agree. 13 is when you start seeing those markers, but I get it. Can my healer heal me, please? Ma'am? God, I'm so arky. I'm criticizing the NPC healer. True, very true. At least it's finally there. Blah, blah, blah. 2 more to go. Should be only 2 more. The dress and the ring. little waddle. Go, 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 go. I wish to do damage. Alright, that's cool. Go. Whoop. The flood of enemies. You mean one little guy? One little itty bitty guy. Boop. Yeah. Give me my dress. Give me my super cute dress. Give me my dress. My super cute dress. Yes, how cute this is. It's got a little hood and everything. We love that in this economy. Right, okay. Last one. Give me my ring. Ring, 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 ring. Banana phone. I am ready! Gladiators, ready! Challengers! Oh my god, I might just peek really hard then, I'm so sorry. Challengers, ready! Hello, Ragson. Welcome to the chat. Watch out for the jackal. Yes, yes. I've played this game enough. I know. Get the jackal. Destroy him. Oh, thank you for the follow, Ragson. Welcome to the Cosmos. Pull up a cloud. Oh god. I gotta scoot. Oh boy. I know, for the big boy, the goo-goo. Let's kick the goo-goo in the face. This works. No, it doesn't. It was worth a shot though, wasn't it? Feels so weird playing this after doing Gallywix last night. 11%, we were so close. Big stretch. We did a really good job though. I am a novice no longer. Give me my ring. No, Mop, it was good seeing you. Okay, that's that done. We need to grab a couple of small side quests real quick. We all know how it feels to have one too many. That's why I'll not fault our patrons for much of what goes on at the tables. But is it too much to ask they keep their belongings on their person when they leave? It would bother me so much if half of them didn't show up a week later ranting at Raven as if their drunken headlessness was somehow my fault. Take this impressive looking journal right here. As oft used as it seems to be, I have no doubt its owner is tearing up the town searching for its prized possession. A stranger he was, a swarthy Rugadin who enjoyed his drink. Seemed to be getting on well with one of our regulars, Quintanane. Perhaps you could still catch up on him and spare me the headache. I'd offer you a free drink, but last time I did that, Barteron docked my wages. Grab this for later. You're either a brave woman or a fool friend to be wandering around the streets of Limsa today, what with the slasher of Fisherman's Bottom on the loose. You've not heard? There's a madman about. Why, he said he brandished his blade so long and sharp that they could cut a whale. No one's seen any blood yet. That hasn't stopped the rumours from sending shivers up spines in every alehouse in town. That you're still standing before me tells me you don't scare as easily as the rest. Oh, perhaps you could assist the investigation. To start with, you might want to look into that scream I just heard outside. We will do that one later. I'm in no rush to do that one just yet. Have I seen you? Look, just because I spend more nights at the wench than in my own home doesn't mean I'm mates with every sod who comes stumbling through the door. Oh, wait a minute, that bloody book? Why didn't you say so sooner? The tight-ass bastard drained 20 flagons and promptly passed out, leaving yours truly to foot the bill. Said he was aiming for Elport. Why else? Where else, scurvy sop? Nimia willing, he's still stranded at the ferry docks. But God knows it won't help me get him Gilgat. Let's go! We will do the haircut one a little later. Like I said, I'm in no rush to do that one right now. I'm quite happy with Luna's haircut right now. It's pretty close to what she looks like. Fisherman's Guild. That, and I just want to get on with, like, you know, the dungeons I'm about to do, the back-to-back dungeons. Especially as a DPS. Maybe I should have gone White Mage. Good business with me. Be quick about it. My ferry and my next great adventure await. Have your book. My journal! Why, I thought I'd lost it forever. Pardon my rudeness, friend. Perhaps I should have stopped after 19 flagons. Ha ha! Did you steal a glance at this page, perchance? Ah, a shame that. This book contains, how might I say it, a record of my numerous adventures. Quite an inspiring read, if you do say so myself. Which I believe I just did. You've the air of an adventurer about you if one's still untested. But take heart, even the most accomplished adventurer, and I speak from personal experience, was once a whelp with more dreams than sense. But there are only some way for me to repay your... but of course, I have a fresh journal right here that might as well have your name on it. I want to keep a record of your own, that one day we might regale each other with stories of our deeds. And with that I shall be off for adventure and a flagon or 20 of the realm's finest ale. Fare you well on your journey, And next time you find yourself at the wench, do thank the Ellison fellow for his generosity. I will take the money. Money, money, money. I now have the challenge log. Eee. You hear about Commodore Rayner's investigation? Then you want to board a ferry bound for airport. Once you arrive in Western Lanosco, though, you best pay a visit to the Hall of the Novice before you blunder into Sastasha. The Adventurers Guild runs the hall and the folks there will prepare you, train you with the skills you need to face the dangerous amount undoubtedly waiting for you in the Sea Grot. The hall is on the way to Sastasha, just north of Airport. Head inside and one of their seasoned adventurers will take you in hand. Best of luck to you, my friend. Oh god, I need to knock my drink over. Off we go! We're gonna go fight some pirates! Perfect music timing, thank you, game. Oh, you must be the adventurer of whom the Yellow Jackets sent word. I hear you are to brave the depths of the Sastasha Sea Grot. Ortiz! The occupants of those caves are rumored to be as numerous as they are bloodthirsty. No matter what the epic tales would have you believe, strolling into such a den of savagery alone will be the height of foolishness. No, you shall need companions. And you shall need the training we here at the Hall of the Novice can provide. I strongly suggest you study the fundamentals of group combat before continuing on your mission. The Smith here oversees the training schedules. Speak with him and you can register for exercises tailored to your particular field of expertise. Aye. When you have mastered all that our masters have to teach, then it'll be time to head north once more. Report to the Yellow Jacket Scout at the mouth of the Sastasha Sea Grot, and he will furnish you with the details of your duty. I like the music in here. It'd be so weird not healing, because I'm always like, I'm used to healing in this dungeon. Fellow adventurer, you two are here to unravel the mysteries of Sastasha. I have adventured across this wide realm for more seasons than I dare to count. Yet still Eorzea manages to surprise me with her beauty and splendor. Our journeys are not ended by the attainment of riches or fame. It is an unquenchable thirst for the unknown that drives us into the wilds time and again. If I explored the world for 1,000 years, I would never grow weary of this life. Grandfather and I are companions on the road. We travel where the wind takes us, and drink in all the wonders this world has to offer. Only an adventurer can understand the joy of such freedom, of discovering hidden places, and experience sights and sounds that few may ever know. The passing years have begun to take their toll on the old man, but no force save death itself will save his appetite for adventure. What took you so bloody long, Edda? If my purse was too light, you might have considered using your own bleeding coin to get us what we need. You've only been as useful as the contents of your pocket. The God knows you could barely yield a scratch. We took up the venturing life to take on the big jobs and claim the big rewards. How are we meant to do that if we can't even get our supplies in order? It's the woman Badaran was talking to. Well, we'll see who gets the glory. This job should have been ours in the first place. Edda, you're so slow you'd lose a foot race to a tree slug. Yeah, he was never worth it. Fuck that man. This is perfect for our inaugural outing as a party. Wandering around the caves, turning over a few rocks. How difficult could it possibly be? I never expected our first adventure to the Adventurers Guild would yield such a straightforward way to win fame and fortune. I'm sorry, Avery. I came as fast as I could. I tried haggling with the merchants, but 2 potions was the best I could get with the money you gave me. I had no idea how expensive they were. Edda, you deserve better, darling. You really do. Look at this beauty. See how she glows? You can almost feel the power running through her. What exactly you have there? What is it? What does it look like? It's a short sword. Ah, but I suppose you're wondering why all the fuss over a short sword. That's easy, you see. This isn't your ordinary run-of-the-mill mass-forged store-bought bottom-of-the-bargain-bin short sword. This here's a genuine ethereal short sword, one of a kind, in fact. Can't you see its glow? No? Well, trust me, it's there. And that glow means that short sword is special. It means it's powerful. Or at least a little more powerful than you normally expect from a mere short sword. Do we make a deal? A deal? How long told me to find this? How many parties are supposed to suffer with greedy bastards who kept claiming all the ethereal loot even though bags are full of the stuff? My sword is mine if you want it, you have to part from my cold, dead hands. Which, in truth, is how ethereal gear came to be. You've heard of spirit bonds, I assume? That spiritual charged ethereal connection you form with any gear you have equipped? Well, in rare cases when someone wielding an item with especially strong spirit bond is slain in battle, the energy created by that bond remains trapped inside rather than returning to the life stream. That energy enhances the gear and voila! You have an ethereal sword or an ethereal subnagar or a pair of ethereal goatskin smithy gloves of gathering. But they named the full piece of gear! The fact that for an item to become ethereal, the owner of that item must perish while having it equipped usually means it can only be found in dangerous locations, where terrible, bloody battles have occurred. Now, if I was looking to get my hands on another ethereal weapon, I'd better head back inside Sastasha. Wink, wink. I'll leave you alone with your sword. Please tell me you're here on yellow jacket duty and not some daft sod out for a stroll. I can't take any more of this blasted waiting. You are? Thank the gods. I assume you already know about the ship seen slipping around the Isles of Umbra. We've been on the lookout for pirate activity ever since that vessel was sighted, thinking a crew of cutthroats might have been den nearby. So when we received word that men of questionable quality have been seen passing in and out of Sastasha here, well, we weren't entirely surprised. I'd like to see them for myself. If this lot belongs to the fishback fancying serpent reavers, you can imagine the panic it will cause. Kidnappings are still fresh in people's minds. Anyway, your task is to poke around the caves and find out exactly who we're dealing with. While you do that, I'll be keeping watch out front, praying you don't spot any blue-faced tattoos. Yeah, I know, right? He's just like corpse grave robbing, essentially. Alright. Then, you want to join me for Sastasha? It's just Sastasha. You can heal, honey. Don't worry. Hello again, Ragzin. Welcome back. Alright. I forgot what the button is. Oh, my lord. I'm used to pressing I. It's you. That's right, it's you in this game. Oh, sorry, Ragzin. It's just cute. I apologize. We might need one for the next dungeon, though. Okay. Baby tank. You were worried, fan. Oh, they are absolutely, like, bless them. They are new. They are fresh into the world of Eorzea. You love to see it. They are absolute babies. I love them. Bless them. I hope they have a great time. There's just something very endearing about new players in their first dungeon. I don't know why. It's actually kind of nice not healing. I mean, I enjoy healing in this game, but it is nice to just kind of throw things at people. I'm just reading them their rights. I don't know where I was going with that joke. I got the clam. I don't got the clam. Why am I kind of shredding through them? The hell? Okay, maybe not now. Hank, you want to come this way, darling? Wow, I'm so hunter brained now that I was like looking for my misdirect button. There we go. Went in. Oh, damn it. That tab targeting, no. I'll always remember the time then we ran, I think it was, Port Manor. We had the guy who looked like Ryan Reynolds. Scarily accurate Ryan Reynolds as well. Go. Level 20. I love hitting all the buttons and just going noom. I do kind of wish dungeons were 5 people instead of 4 though. Did 3 DPS, 1 tank, and 1 healer. But I get it. Whoops. Everybody dinged, I think. Oh no, only 1 person dinged. Oh no, 2 people dinged. Oh my god, everybody getting them levels. Let's go! On to adventure! Tab target is gonna be the death of me in this game. Oops. You all saw that? I was a dumbass. The tank just... Oh, bless him. It makes sense you would go for the Wave Rider gate. I get his logic, bless him. Now we go in here. I like how the universal language when you can't type or don't want to type is just jump. Oh, my lordy Lou. I don't know if anyone else is feeling it, but with this weather change, my nose has been itching. I don't even have any fever. I always like Sastasha because it's like, we're doing pirates first. Okay. Dogs, get the boom. I will hold that ruby carbuncle charge. We do not need it just yet. For those who can't see my chat, Ben is very kindly guiding this new little tank. And it's really sweet to see. Oh no! Bless him. I saw that tab target and I was like, hmm. No. You sully our spawning grounds, Shore Walker. Oh, I just realized something. I don't have... Oh god, where is it? There it is. No! Oh my god, it's out of it! Over the laser strike. Slightly off. And that was on stream for everybody to see. Oh, damn. So funny. Orbital bombardment. Nope, nope. Oh, it's got summon emerald. And that's his probably pirates done. Pickers, yeah. I do as well. Back to Butteron. Time for the little dungeon rally, as it were. Aye, such a task was on the books. Was, mind. I'm afraid that ship's already sailed, friend. Ah, might you be the adventurer who accepted the job of investigating Sastasha? Exactly. If he's a new player, he's gonna need a little bit of time. If it was seen the ship has not only sailed, but now returns to harbour, none the worse for its voyage. Pity we dragged our boots too long on this one. No matter, the wheel will turn and our chance will come. You're right, of course, but there shall be no rest till we've attained our goal, lofty though it may be. Not a wink of sleep, great leader. Our aim, lest you wonder, is to perform such feats of heroism as will earn us a place in the songs of every alehouse in Eorzea. We mean to write a legend which will inspire adventurers as yet unborn to following our shining example. If you have such a goal, large or small, it matters not. Only have a star to reach for, and you will reach higher. Purpose can sustain you through times of hardship. Keep your eye on the prize, and all obstacles will be overcome in time. You're not to think to strive into battle unclad, would you? Goals are as arms and armour for the spirit. Wish you fortune in your adventures, milady. Milady. Back then, are ye? With all your limbs and a tail to tell a wager. Yeah, so anyway, fishmen. Fishbacks? And now I was thinking you'd only have to crack a pirate skull or free. Heaven else. You turn your back for 5 bloody minutes and the scaly bastards set up shop on your bleeding doorstep. Still, sounds like you left them in pieces, so I don't suppose they'll be carrying out whichever mischief they were planning. Unless they were planning on feeding themselves to the fauna of Sastasha, of course. On any road, all's well that ends well. Thanks for shedding some light on this mystery. I knew you'd get the job done, lass. You always do. Now, I bet you're dying for a rest, but just in case you're not, I was wondering if you might be interested in taking on another job. It just so happens that I had a request from our sister guild in Gridania, see? The forest folk are in need of adventure, which can get things done. But don't ask for help like this, you can bet the task will be no skip through a sunny glade. But after the way you dealt with our fishback infestation, I doubt there's anything you can't handle. Give us a shout when you're ready and I'll lay it out for you. Yeah. Well, before we do that, I'm going to do my level 20 scholar Arcanist quest. Fight finder unlocked! Whee! Alright. Hey, let's grab this quest from Butteron and then we'll go do the Arcanist 20 quest. Ready to hear about that job then? Like I said, the request comes from our sister guild in Gridania. And that's all I know. Whatever it is you get asked to do, I somehow doubt opposing trouble adventurers survive the bedlam in Sastasha. If you think you might be interested, you want to have words with Mother Mione, mean counterpart in Gridania. Good luck, lass. Whew. I really need to get that little spray bottle with a fan, I swear. Okay, skill. What? Oh, is it 5 o'clock already? Good lord, those 2 hours have flown by quick, haven't they? Greetings, Luna. In case such doubt fill your mind, you should know that I am ever willing to lend an ear if you find your thoughts troubled. At the very least, I would have you know this, because it seems that Kalia does not. The Forcer has been missing since this morning. There's been other times where she has disappeared without a word, but we've always been able to find her. Alas, this is not the case this day. Were the Guildmaster here, he could do so whereabouts with nary a moment's concentration. I find myself beginning to wonder if those who devote themselves overmuch to Arcanema are more prone to bouts of wanderlust. But while I might wish to ponder further such oddities of character, we must needs organise a search party. Would you be so kind as to make inquiries in Hawker's Alley? It is uncommon for Kalia's wanderings to take a path through the marketing. I cannot speak today. I'm gonna drink. Hang on. Oh, that's so much better. Ice cold H2O. You seek a Mikote agent at Melvin's Gate? Oh, well, yes, I have seen her. Spoke with her, in fact. She was, however, apprehended by the Yellow Jackets. The assessor was drilling me for details about a Kickerin smuggling ring based in Elport, but then the soldiers arrived and took her away. If you wish to know her fate, I suggest you speak with Grenade at the Coral Tower. Our baby's been kidnapped. I have none of that, thank you very much. Ul'dah Kalia? Yes, we brought her in for questioning regarding the reappearance of the pirate Dozmaga. A member of the Arcanist Guild, are you? Well, then I see no reason to conceal the nature of our discourse. Perhaps you're already aware of this, but the Forseer was once held captive by that rabid sea dog. Few pirates sink to such depths of depravity as Dozmaga. It's been 6 years now since he was exiled from Lenzula Minster for engaging in the worst kind of black market trading. And now the villain has returned. He is, however, both cunning and cautious and continues to evade our troops. Thus we hope to borrow the knowledge of Ul'dah Kalia, whose experiences have given her intimate familiarity with the way the scoundrel operates. I know, right? Like, when you actually start digging into each of the dungeons, and then you do their hard mode versions, which makes them even worse. At least, that was our intent. After weathering a barrage of questions from the assessor, we found ourselves instead providing the details of our search. Well, should you wish to speak with Ul'dah Kalia, I imagine she's already returned safely to your guild. What? I mean, you do the runaround? Back already? You were led to believe she's returned here? I'm afraid not. So the Yellow Jackets told you something of her history with Dozmaga, did they? Oh, perhaps it would be best if I told you the entire tale. Dozmaga's banishment was the result of a surprise inspection that revealed his involvement in an underground slave trade. The assessor that stepped aboard the pirate's merchant ship spoke of finding dozens of unwashed unfortunates crammed into that squalid hold. Among these prisoners was a young Mikote, destined for some black market auction block. Though Kalia was initially too terrified to even speak, the guildmaster brought her out of her fearful days with the gift of an initiate's grimoire. Yes, the same tome that she's carried her entire career. Of course, did you not mention that Kalia's grimoire was thrown into the sea? There are rumours that a Kickerin merchant of ill repute has retrieved the black market goods the crew of the Morning Star heaved into the ocean. Even now he gloats over his salt-encrusted catch in Elport. It's entirely possible that the Forseer's most prized possession was caught up in the Kickerin salvage net. I have no doubt now that Kalia has reached the same conclusion? Oh my god. To Elport with you, Luna. This is where you will find our wayward assessor. Onward. Elport, that's right. God, I'm so used to commands. Oh my god. What am I doing? It's right. Not wrong, Fan. Turn around, Luna, go this way instead. New book. Yeah. Looks exactly the same as my old book. Yes, yes. Combat pattern 256 should set the cover all expected contingencies. You never know when you have to nullify a fumitage or two. My retrieval strategy is complete. Luna, it's good of you to come. I was unable to calculate for certain if you could piece together my movements in time. Very little is certain when so many variables are involved. Oh, but there is good news. This prisoner here was kind enough to confirm that the trader who salvaged the Morning Star's jettisoned cargo did indeed retrieve a tome matching the description of my lost grimoire. Limited law and the policies of Melvin's Gate would support the confiscation of goods connected to an official inspection. But alas, my personal belongings do not fall under that definition. Thus, I intend to launch an unofficial offensive against this black marketeer and his cronies. The plunderer has already departed for Candlekeep Key. It is time I gathered to me such allies I possess, and I count you as one of them, Luna. Despite the nature of this endeavor, Mistress Fulbeguy has offered me her cooperation. If you would, pray join our ocean's embrace. That is where we shall ambush this disreputable kicker in. Where the heck is Ocean's embrace again? It's all the way down there. Okay. I'd be better just going for Tempest Gate. Book! What am I doing? Oh, Lord. Lindsay is bustling, that's for sure. And my nose will not stop fussing. Good grief. Greetings, Luna. Your arrival completes our small company. You are equipped for battle, I trust. We need not await Kalia's arrival. Once the Kickerin appears on the bridge, we spring our ambush. The strategy for trapping our target relies on the two allies we have concealed on the other side of the ravine. This pincer maneuver was naturally the Foreseer's idea. As for the target himself, the Kickerin is known as a careful and cautious fellow. He travels with a small retinue so as to avoid attracting attention, or do not be fooled. More bodyguards follow at a distance and will likely join the fray after hostilities ensue. Do not, however, expect any assistance from the Yellow Jackets, as they cannot be seen aiding us in what amounts to a personal manner, but they are willing to turn a blind eye for Kalia's sake. In any case, the Foreseer's tactics account for our limited numbers and individual strength. Victory is all but assured. Now let us take up our positions and wait for the Kickerin to arrive. Okay. What? Oh. Gotta go. I keep forgetting that. Makes me sad. Aggressive book opening. I need more coffee. I need a nice coffee. An oat latte with, caramel syrup. Maybe some brown sugar syrup. A couple of shots of espresso. One, two, three, four. He's got nothing on my door. Boom! Omni slash them. I wish I can omni slash them with the corner of my book. Give him a nasty paper cut. We got our grimoire. Well, hello, Khan of the Eno. And yes, I am finaling the fantasy. How are you? Well executed, everyone. Were you able to retrieve my grimoire? Luna, pray hand over the tome. Just lobbed it at her through the air then, like, just didn't arc. It's ruined. My wonderful grimoire is ruined. The probability of repairing this degree of damage is 0. Even the most brilliant strategy cannot undo such ravages of seawater. Aww. I've never felt so defeated. I believe it is time I returned home. Leave her be. How can I? He is right, Estota. You must allow Kalia time to process the loss. And you have other matters of which you must attend. Come, Luna. It is time we return to the guild as well. I'm doing well. It is a little bit on the warm side. Nothing new. But we are good. We are slowly chomping our way through Final Fantasy. We might switch to another game like in a bit or so. I don't know yet. I'll see how I feel. And it will be Eternal Darkness if we do, because I need some scoops. Without spilling water all over myself. Oh my god. Everybody will be seated when Luna forgot that time of how to drink. Not quite the victory imagined, was it? The moment Kalia beheld her soaked and tattered grimoire, you could see the light of hope die in her eyes. There is, however, something we can do. I will call on your aid soon, but in the meantime, you would be well served to deepen your knowledge of Arcanema. What's going to be a big upgrade? The headpiece still holds me out for a while. Because I just got the set stuff. Crit 2, crit 2. Yeah, we'll take that. Take the booties. Company rank up! Hey! We got the guild up! We got land acquisition! Ooh! We're going up in the world, guys. Ow! Just hit myself in the face. Yeah, we're not buying land. We're all better off just getting little apartments. Hello, Yamper. Welcome back to the world of the online. How are you? Take a seat wherever you like, friend. Our waitress will come take you. Oh, night to dine. Dare I hope that you're the adventurer Bardaron sent word about? You are? The matron be praised. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mione, and the Garlean Canopy is my place. With regard to the task in hand, there is a fair bit to tell. Let me know when you're ready to hear the details, and I shall brief you. Ah, that's fair. Ready for that briefing? Good, now then, here's the long and short of it. Beg pardons for interrupting, Mione, but our Negro is ever more pressing, has none stepped forward. And good morning to you, Bowlord. Your need must be pressing indeed for you to honour us with a visit. The good news is your journey hasn't been wasted. I'm pleased to report that we have a volunteer at last, and one who comes highly recommended at that. My thanks for answering the call, friend. My name is Lewin, and I lead the men and women of the God's Quiver. Now time is of the essence, so I shall proceed directly to the heart of the matter. We wish for you to nip a potential threat to Gridania in the bud. Beneath the central shroud, there lies an underground burial site called the Tamtara Deepcroft. The place was once a Gelmoran settlement, but we Gridanians have long interred our dead there. Of late, however, shadowy figures have been seen skulking around the Deepcroft, and with ever-increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of various witnesses, we suspect that these individuals belong to the Lambs of Dalamud, a doomsday cult which sprung up prior to the calamity. These zealots have proven themselves dangerous in the past, and we leave them to our own devices at their own peril. Ordinarily, I would have dispatched my best men to scour the Deepcroft with orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the calamity decimated our ranks, and the limited forces at my disposal are constantly required to keep the Ixal at bay. The birdmen have grown restless of late, and I fear a storm may be brewing in anticipation of this. I've been compelled to spread our forces throughout the Quellswood, lest we be taken unawares. The situation so being, we must turn to others to deal with the Lambs of Dalamud. Can we rely on you to undertake this task, friend? Nod. You have my gratitude. Once you're seen to your preparations, pray make your way to the Deepcroft and identify yourself to the guard posted at the entrance. He will appraise you of the latest developments. That is all. Be careful out there, you hear? May the crystal guide you and keep you. Yep, we're on our way to Tamtara. Away we go. How much more of my hunting log have I got left to do? Oh, not too many. I can easily get those done. I see that, Aura. Oh, I love how pretty this area is. That would have been my art stream, I think. Conquest. Jesus Christ, that was loud. Thursday. Did I do 14 on Thursday? No, I did not stream on Thursday. Yes, Wednesday would have been 14. Ah! Me. Hey, it wasn't torture at all. She's fine. What? Scrunchy knees. Childish curiosity prompted me to commit the most elementary of blunders. Were it not for the fruit that Alien found, my adventures may have well ended in this forbidden place. Always look before you leap. In my haste, this most fundamental rule of adventuring slipped my mind. Oh, I do believe I shall rest here in a while. I shudder to think what might have happened to Isildur had I not thought to pick up the fruit I stumbled across the way. Sometimes he has too much vigor for his own good. He's just supposed to mellow us, but if anything, it's made him more impetuous. I understand his desire to make use of any time left to him. But one misstep and there won't be any. So we meet again. I cannot say I'm surprised to see you here. You took the prize back in Limsa, but this time we will give you better sport, or I am no true adventurer. God, I hate mausoleums. It's not right to disturb the dead in their slumber. Think of our goals, sister. One day our adventures will be the stuff of song and it'll be all worth it. The bones. The bones. You're Luna Arcanist, I take it. Thanks for helping us out, friend. No doubt the Bowlord has already informed you, but your task is to enter the Deepcroft and purge it to the Lambs of Dalamud. In case you're unfamiliar with them, the cult emerged shortly before the Calamity put an end to the 6th Astral Era. The cultists took the Lesser Moon Dalamud for their god, believing that it would deliver them from their devastation. And so they were rather disappointed when Dalamud exploded into 1,000 flaming pieces before it could complete its descent. Now, having seen their god turn to ash, one would think the cultists might feel moved to question their faith. On the contrary, it's the contrary. Oh my god, Luna. On the Sometimes I wish you guys could just see the face I make when I step over my words. On the oh my god! On the contrary, it is served only to stoke the flames of the fire. I need a drink. Oh my god, I can speak English. The Lambs of Dalamud are convinced that heretics, that is to say everyone but them, interfere with the coming of their Lord and Saviour, and it is now their sacred duty to avenge him. As they're doing in the Deepcroft, you may be sure that no good will come of it. But the sake of Gridania and Eorzea at large, put an end to their madness. Deepcroft. Alright, Fen. Alright, Fen. You're gonna say. Come on in. Last call. Anyone? Anyone else? You shush, Ben. Play whatever you feel like, honey. You play whatever you feel like. Quandra. Me feel English. I know how to enunciate my words. I just don't know how to speak them. That's improbable. I gotta remember all these commands. There you go. The baby tank. Yes, that's true. We might see the baby tank. No, I want to enter it with other players. Hey, I'm gonna stream until I trip over 20 words in rapid succession. See, the thing is that I can't really relax for dungeon queues when I play healer because it's like click button up. There we go. Now, granted, I'm not a healer this time. That responsibility falls on Fen today. Ooh, look at this slick person. Chonka. Oh my god, we have an actual tank. We have a tonk. Tonk. No, yes, it's a Dark Knight this time. It's not a Death Knight, it's a Dark Knight. Nah, make sure you... Yeah, Yampa, there's a little bit of an infamous clip of me from my Atlas playthrough with Luke, where I got the two mixed up very spectacularly. I don't know if the clip's live yet, I don't think it is, but he found it recently, and I was like, huh? We did it, team! I want this hat. It's cute as shit. Go, my little baby. I like Pictomancer. Pictomancer's a lot of fun. I think if I'm picking a DPS on this character, it will be Picto. I did say in my original playthrough that what I wanted to do eventually, if I do stick with this, is have at least one of each done. It's just figuring out what I want to do for each role. Caster would obviously be Picto. Healer will be Astro. It's range will probably be Bard or Dancer. And then tank and melee would be the two tricky ones for me. Oh, look, another hat. Well, oh, he's gone. Oh, she's gone? Can't tell. They're gone. No, what? No, never played EverQuest. Yeah, that is a sign of a tank who's really, really bad. And also someone who doesn't know how classes work. Yeah, when that kind of sort of, that playability happens, you have to sit there and wonder, is that someone who is really just not understanding the game? Or is that someone who's in denial at how bad they actually are? And this is coming from someone who isn't exactly, you know, top dog here. Oof, when the fact that they have passives that do that, that makes it worse. So the hunter aggro thing is kind of fascinating because I've actually had that happen to me. Now, sometimes what it is some hunters do put roar on their pets when they're like soloing or doing stuff, and sometimes they forget to turn it off. It should normally automatically just switch off. Sometimes it doesn't, or sometimes they accidentally switch it on. Losing your shit at someone for that is pointless. You should just say, hey, hunter, think your pet's growler's on. And most hunters will just turn it off. Who summons me from the void to reside within this cruel vessel? And here. Oh, the tank waited. That's nice of the tank. I appreciate that. Oh, I hate that word. So much. I, in 14, on many occasions as a healer in higher dungeon, have been told to stop doing damage. That healers should not be doing damage in dungeons in 14. And it's like, well, what am I supposed to do in this downtime? And there's, like, no healing. Stand here and twiddle my thumbs? I honestly find both communities have crappy toxic people, personally. I've had my fair share across both. That's why I never really compare the two communities, because it's like, it's an individual experience thing. But that's my personal stance on 14. I've had equal measures of awful in both, and equal measures of good in both. That's a shame, Jan, because I've encountered a lot of really good people in WoW and some very nasty, toxic people in 14. Like, I've had stalkers and stuff, so... But it's whatever. I don't let that cloud my experiences too much. Why did I get a plundered cane? I don't use a cane. I use a book. Well, got commendation. Holy shit, that's really nice. No. There are some very weird, creepy people out there. I'll just put that gently. Who don't know what boundaries are. I think it's acceptable to talk to female players or female presenting players in certain ways. you kept the tank on their toes. Oh, no, Yampa, I am not that at all. I can be just as toxic when I get annoyed. I am not going to deny that I have occasionally said some things, like I've snapped at people when I was early in my days of certain games. I try not to now, because it's just unhealthy. But, oh no, I've gone in general chat and ripped into people before. I think everyone's done it at least once, where they've opened their mouth when they shouldn't have. One thing I will always stress is never think that I am, you know, infallible. I am prone to very nasty behavior. Well, not nasty. I won't say nasty, that sounds awful. I am just as flawed as any other creature in this bloody world, if not more so. Welcome back, Luna. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the Deepcroft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. Barderon's ringing endorsement left me in little doubt as to your capabilities. Even so, you are to be commended. Bode Lord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say, it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions. We are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. I prefer... Okay, so if we're talking across both games... This is kind of one way I have to think about it a bit. I've always said it quite simply, but... I prefer DPSing in WoW, and I prefer healing in 14. I don't know why. The DPS classes in 14 just don't click with me every time I play. And while I like healing in WoW, this current season has just not been fun for me. But it's fine. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves, with predictable consequences. As if to illustrate the point. Avery's gone and it's all your fault. If it had taken you an age to heal him, he would still be alive. I tried. He bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. He shouldn't have been so hard-pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. Ugh. The hell's this pathetic excuse for a party? I'm leaving, and it'll be too soon if I never see your faces again. Goodbye, and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. I only suffered you for your healing. You couldn't even do that one thing right. Although this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by way of some parting advice, get rid of Avery's head. Bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hells you like with it, but for God's sake, stop carrying it around. It's just get rid of it, all right? Wait. Oh, don't leave me alone, please. I'm so sorry, Avery. Please forgive me. Scenes like this have become all too common. That makes a dozen times in half as many days. Now you see why I'm grateful for adventurers of your experience. I can send women like you on a mission without worrying that you may not return. Well, not so much at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Ul'dah. He seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. If you think you might be interested in this task, say the word and I will be glad to share the details with you. Whee! Have fun with that advanced hall of the Novice! So you're not averse to taking a little trip? Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Ul'dah. Once you arrive, seek out Momodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand. Think of her as a Sultan's version of myself. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you'll pull through unscathed. Now off you go, Luna, and good luck. I just say this to myself that I am very fortunate that I have a nice little guild I'm in on WoW and a nice little guild on 14. And I have people outside of both those like guild communities that I can also spend time with. Oh, wait, seek passage to the Golden Saucer. I do not have that yet. Soon. Wait, why am I purchasing passage? I literally have a teleport, Luna. Nyam. Anyway, let's veer off like rants and topics and stuff like that. Let's get the chat back into more sort of, you know, anything. I really wish I'd gotten into City of Heroes more. I played it for like a little bit, and I really enjoyed it. I regret not getting into it more. I also played Swoter as well. I played a Sith Inquisitor who was a Twi'lek. And I made her the most passive-aggressive creature on the planet. I loved her. Ooh, it's private service? Ooh. Welcome to the Quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now if you wouldn't mind showing yourself to... Judging by your determined expression, I take it you ain't here for ale. Are you called an Arcanist by any chance? Beyond sent word they'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer at the moment. Oh, that ain't no small praise coming from her. Bold. But you didn't come all the way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started, so let's talk business, shall we? The petition ought to be arriving any moment now. God's almighty, and every second of that sun I would have been set afire. I gave Papa Sean a girly voice by accident. A tank of ale if you'd be so kind. There's a problem with City Heroes. I know I'd spend hours customizing my character. Excellent timing, Papa Sean. It just so happens the adventure you'll be handling your petition is here. This Whimsun lass is the much-lauded adventurer, is she? Marvellous, marvellous. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, milady. I am Papa Sean, formerly of the Sultan's Sworn. I thank you for agreeing to lend us your aid. May I be like to praise the Luna of her mission? Oh, yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development in Copperbell mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are of the clan known as the Hecatoncheires, fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mine during the bygone Fawn dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layers of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Fawn Dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, milady. The people of that age used the Hecatoncheires to work their mines. By way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as is often the way in such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hecatoncheires, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels. So it was that the Great Giant Revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well, now that got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell in the Mead for Lyre a fortnight or so ago. It said that the mines were being reopened as to meet the rise in demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gods, to think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. Whilst a long time to nurse a grudge, they must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There'll be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task of which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny that this mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. Nod. Gods bless you. I fear you may have reservations, but I assure you it's for the best. In case you don't know, Copperbell mines are in Western Fenland. Take care, you hear? Oh, and one last thing before we depart. An employee of Armagina and Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Mesa, and he knows Copperbell mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. Okay, so online games I have played. Oh my god, the list is very, very long. So, I've played MapleStory, Final Fantasy XIV, Flyer Fair, Repels, Atlantica Online, Fantasy Star Universe, Fantasy Star Online 2, WoW, Guild Wars 2, SWOTA, Lartail, I did play Terra, Rose Online. I played a lot. Looking for Painted Mesa? You found him. You're the adventurers volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copperbell, are you? You got guts, miss. Just hope you got the skills to go with them, because things ain't pretty down there. The Hecatoncheires have left the place in a right state, and nearly a week after mining resumed. Well, I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the second Ul'dah dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would have never thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our mines dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. I looked at Tree of Savior, but I never actually played it. The stone torches will keep watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in the hopes of the nation resting on you. I just read that line really weird. One of them will be able to show you the way in. Hope of the nation's resting on you, friend. Good luck. Away we go. I played a lot of those like free-to-play Korean MMOs. If you count like non-MMO but still online, Audition Online. I played Destiny for a little bit. God. Marvel Rivals, Overwatch. Audition C. I just went for Central Fanalan. Actually, do you know what? We'll use this as a chance to go grab that waypoint. Now I only really play like a smaller number of MMOs, which is WoW 14, and I did reinstall Guild Wars 2. I would like to have a go at that again at some point. Oh, I played Paleo as well. That was another one. And there's a new one that's coming out. I can't remember what it was, but it's like an alpha at the moment. I'm not really as heavily... I mean, WoW I've kind of poured a fair bit of time into because obviously, you know, I've been playing that since I was like 16. And 14 up until recently had a ton of time put into it. Granted, I don't really play WoW that heavily compared to some of my friends. I just lack the attention span. That's my problem. Atlas is so much fun. I need to dig it out again. I've been really wanting to play PSO BB, the Shatak servers, the private ones. I think that'd be a fun one to stream. Maybe encourage people to join. The thing with PSO is... people have got to be prepared for a very clunky, dated game. But my god, that game and the music in that game is so good. I love Fantasy Star so much. I used to play Fantasy Star Universe religiously. Oh my god. I did get into PSO2 for a bit, but there was just something that didn't sit right with me. I did like that you can make very big booba girls. I'm not ashamed to admit that. Bishop and Magus. Is this for Guild Wars? This is why I like playing 14 sometimes, because I can have a chat with you guys while we're moving from point A to point B, and I can find out stuff. Hang on, I need to look this up. These are Atlas classes. Ooh, Magus. A very Lunar-coded class right there. I had to think for a second there, and then you said Advanced Mystic. I was like, oh, wait, that's Atlas. That is very Lunar-coded. Ooh. Oh, wow. Ben just linked me the, so XP is owned by 30%, we're level 16 below. Oh, see, that's going to be so useful for when I get my, when I unlock my Astrologian. Good to know. We found Dolores Bear and his entire party dead. The giants were thorough in their work. Judging by their tracks, it would seem they tried to rush a horde of the creatures. I cannot say for sure what drove an experienced crew like theirs to throw caution to the wind, but I do have my suspicions. We're all our own worst critic, and our desire to better past achievements can rob us good sense. Thus, we do become more given to recklessness. While it is important to have goals, one must not fixate upon them to the exclusion of all else. To do so, and one will surely pay the price as Dolores Bear and his comrades did this day. I've been an adventurer for a long time and bore witness to many a pivotal moment in history. Though the times may have changed, the essence of our trade has not. Adventuring has ever been a quest for self-betterment through challenges, freely faced, and ever shall it remain so. As an adventurer becomes more experienced, he will naturally acquire a love of justice and an understanding of the spirit of self-sacrifice. Such experiences cannot be measured in any tangible way yet. It most assuredly shapes who we are, grounded in the decisions we have made on our journey and their consequences, good or ill. I sense a light within you, young one, and it tells me that you are destined for greatness. Nope, I am going scholar into astrologian. The only reason I'm playing Arcanist is because I really didn't want to do Gridania again. Hang on, let me try on the ring pop. Oh my god, it is a ring pop. It really is the ring pop. Look at that. Look at the ring pop. There's been an incident inside Copperbell Mines. We're here to ensure that its effects are contained, but for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're an adventurer who volunteered to quell the Honkatonkeries? Oh, I didn't think that Papa Shan would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. Giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see to them, the better. Make ready as best you can, and enter at will. Up-a-bow! About that time. Anyone else want to join us? Anyone who's a character? Come say hi? Jump on in? No. Yay, nay. Excuse me. And away we go. I'm quite happy with the progress I've made today. It's a hecatonkery. Up-a-dop. Nippa-nippa. Oh god. You're making me move as a scholar or an Arcanist. And away we go. It's time for some collateral damage. I can move better than that. Heck yeah! Heck yeah! Fan level 40. Clunk, 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 clunk. Evacuate the dance floor. I like her weapons. Those look cool. Played Dancer. My second favorite ranged. I'm more of a Bard fan personally. But I remember when they introduced Dancer, I was so hyped. I was like, oh my god, finally. It depends on if I play that instead of Bard, because I haven't really decided what ranged I want to level. Oh, Jesus Christ. Whoop. I mean, the Dancer outfits are very pretty in this game. I'm not above wearing them. Whoop. Heck yeah, level 26. Oh, I'm level 26? Oh, I need to go back and do my quest. But that may be for another time. I'm glad I streamed a little bit earlier today. This won't be a regular thing. I will be going back to my normal time. It's just today my brain was like, let's go. Well, priorities will be Astrologian. I wish to be a space healer. Oh, hi, we made friends. It is in the cards, potentially. It's the heart of the cards. I will summon Exodia! Now, Kaiba, I have all 5 pieces. Oh, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I always like Slifer the Sky Dragon. He was my favorite. And Dark Magician. Oh, I did a big no-no there. Dragons are just cool in general, though. Heck yeah! Whee! Okay, so we've got the level 25 quest to do. I don't know why everyone keeps saying that. And they cut his tail off and things like that. That's so weird. Sumo! Hello, sir. Thank you for the stretch. I absolutely will. Oh my god.